While Pakistan traveled to India for World Cup, the cricket world is eagerly awaiting the upcoming World Cup, which is set to take place in India in October and November this year. The upcoming Cricket World Cup 2023 is said to be one of the most predictable events in the sporting calendar. However, there have been a lot of thoughts with references to whether Pakistan will travel to India to participate in the tournament. In this video, we will explore the reasons behind the opinion and try to determine whether Pakistan will indeed travel to India for the World Cup. It still seems very impossible because Pakistan will travel to India for the World Cup. It is one of the histories of cricket period, but all indications suggest that they will participate in the tournament. Factors that may influence Pakistan's decision. From Pakistan's perspective, the decision to travel to India for the World Cup won't be an easy one. On the one hand, Pakistan would want to participate in the tournament and wanted to show their cricketing skills. On the other hand, they will need to consider the safety of their players, the political ramification of the decision. Several factors could influence Pakistan's decisions to travel to India for the World Cup. One of the most important factors is security. India has had a history of terrorist attacks, which has raised concerns about the safety of the players. If Pakistan will not be up for the World Cup in India, that is the main reason. Another crucial factor is the political tension between the two countries, which can impact the sporting ties between them. The logistic of organizing a major tournament amidst the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic could also pose a challenge for both the countries. The cricketing rivalry between India and Pakistan is also most intense and passionate in the world. However, it has also been defined by political tensions and conflicts between the two nations. In the past, there have been instances where cricketing ties up between India and Pakistan have been affected by political tensions. In the lead up to every Pakistan vs India match, there were protests by Indian groups against the Pakistani team, and there were mostly concerns about security arrangements for the match. These concerns were furious by strained political relationships between the two nations. Fast forward to the present day, and there are similar concerns about whether Pakistan will travel to India for the World Cup. The tensions between the two nations have not eased, and there have been reports of cross-border tension and skirmishes. These reports have led to concerns about security of the Pakistani team, and there have been calls for Pakistani government to boycott the World Cup altogether. However, despite these concerns, the International Cricket Council (ICC) has stated that the tournament will go ahead as planned and that all teams are expected to participate. The ICC has assured all teams of the highest level of security arrangements and has said that it is working closely with the Indian government to ensure the safety of all players and officials. For its part, the Pakistani government has not yet made a decision on whether it will allow its team to travel to India for the World Cup. However, there have been reports that the Pakistani Cricket Board is keen for the team to participate in the tournament and that it is working with the government to address any security concerns. It is worth observing that cricketing links between India and Pakistan have been relatively limited in recent years. The two nations have not yet played a bilateral series since 2012, and their only meetings have been in a multi-nation tournament such as the World Cup and the Asia Cup. In this backdrop, the World Cup provides an important opportunity for the two nations to renew their cricketing rivalry and to showcase their cricketing skills on the world stage. In this outcome, while there are many matters about whether Pakistan will travel to India for the World Cup, the prospects are that the tournament will go ahead as planned and that all teams will participate. The ICC has assured that all teams of the highest level of security arrangements, and it is assumed that the tournament will be a success both on and off the field. Basically, the World Cup grants an opportunity for all cricketing nations to come together and show the efforts in cricket. As well as it is believed that all teams will participate in the spirit of sportsmanship and fair play. Whatever the decision, one thing is of certain: the cricketing world will be actually watching and waiting to see what happens next. Hopefully, both India and Pakistan will put aside their differences and come together to celebrate and enjoy the spirit of cricket.